Hi there, it's Mary with Mary's Stampin' Cafe. It's going to be a really great night for some fantastic stamping and crafting and creating. Thanks for being here. Get things all set up. I can't believe it, like an hour ago it started just raining here. Sorry, little thing in my too. Off the closed captions, yeah. Okay, so here we are on a Friday night, which is a little odd. Usually it's Wednesday night live. My went out to dinner with my daughter and her husband. We are cat sitting this weekend, and my husband, after bowling, is going to head over there. Hey, Shar. Hey, Carol. Hi, Becky. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you here. Good to see you here, everybody. Shar and Carol. Paper shares went out in the mail today. And then people that are coming to stamping on Saturday can pick up theirs. Hey, V. Thanks for sharing, Shar. I really appreciate that. It definitely helps out, and it's a little odd doing Friday night, but I'm glad you guys are all available and you're here. I feel like it's a Wednesday night since my husband's bowling. He bowls twice a week. And I actually worked from home today, which was dandy. I get some prep days for overload of all of the courses and things that my partner and I are teaching, and so we get, part of our contract is 4 release days per semester that I don't have to go in. I work from home, which is awesome. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, I was so surprised. I was kind of working here, and then this last hour, all of a sudden, I'm like, I think it's like raining out, and I think it's like really raining. And yes, it was. We haven't had rain in a bit. So, or have we? I don't know. Sorry, I'm just a little warm. Oh, hey, Lori. Welcome. I was just saying, paper shares went out today. Oh, my pin, yeah. I have several others. In fact, I think I have a 15-year pin from way long time ago because, like I said, I've been in Stampin' Up. I was probably in Stampin' Up about 15 years, and then I took a break for a couple years with my daughter's schedules and my schedule and everything. And then I came back in on one of those really great specials, and yeah, 10 years has gone by since then. It's like, whoa, hold on. Doesn't seem like it's possible, but yep, I guess so. And let's see what else. Oh, I seriously need a haircut. My whole like hairdo is all grown out. But I need to find a hairdresser that's kind of closer to me. Then I mean, I go to the mall and pick J.C. Penney's, but I need something that's like established and routine, right? Yeah. All right, Miss Teresa and Lori and Brenda, Shar, Carol, Becky, Veronica, and Cindy. Let me go ahead and switch around and we will get going. All right. Here we are. And I will set my booklet aside. And let's share some cards that I got. I got this pretty one from Shar. This card is beautiful. Look at that, all that texture on that card. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then this one from Miss Linda Worth. Now this is fun, you guys. You take this wish and you open it up, and it's got a birthday fold out. How fun is that? At first I didn't kind of know, and then I was like, wait, because I knew it was bouncing, and I'm like, wait, what does it do? Oh, there it is. And then there's that, those circle dot background embossing folder. I've got that embossing folder and I keep pulling it out to use it. Oops, I'll just keep that out. And I haven't thought of how to go ahead and use it. Isn't that funny? And then this one from Jolene. You had me at happy. I love the little pigs. They're so cute. And then I have from Maria. Yeah, looky there, Miss Maria. I like that. This one, your card kind of inspired me for that idea of a gatefold where this panel also opens up and then your sentiment maybe is like right here. So that's kind of a little motivation, inspiration on that one. And then from B, look at that pretty one there. Oh, she's picking up a diamond. The best things in life are not free but priceless. Aha. Very nice. Very pretty. I like that gold paper behind. That's really pretty. All right, so those were some of my cards from my Make a Card groups. Isn't that exciting? I love getting cards from the Make a Card groups. It's like, you know, things that inspire you. It's really great. Okay, well, I need to talk to you about, of course, Paper Pumpkin, because October, November, December is kind of the new 3-month of Paper Pumpkin themed kind of together. And Stampin' Up! Has done this now for the last few cycles. Well, what we have for October, by subscribing between September 10, now through October 10, sorry. This one is the Nest of Christmas, so it coordinates with the Nest of Winter. And you're going to make 10 cards, 5 each of 2 designs, and they are tri-fold bases. And pre-cut ribbon for you, pre-cut labels, and specialty green foil. So they really are giving you those great ideas. They're showing you the color theme right here on that bar of color. And then for November, Filled with Joy, it makes 8 projects, 8 stockings with 8 gift tags. How fun is that? Fabric stockings and paper tags. Ah, I love it. I love the stockings. I love the Halloween ones. I'm always all about that. I will bump up my order because I do them up for like gifts for people at work. And then in December, Notes from the Heart makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, pre-cut vellum and sparkling gems, scalloped card bases. Ooh, I like that, with coordinating envelopes. I like kind of the scallop card bases and things that aren't just the standard. That's awesome. And then the other thing that's always happening now, Mary Tags and More Dies add-on. So this is the add-on dies that you can purchase if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or you know someone. Because the dies coordinate with each month. So here's my thought on this. This tag right here goes with the Nest of Christmas. Mary and From, of course, would go with the Filled with Joy. And the Fern is going to go with the Notes from the Heart. Now, you don't need these to do your Paper Pumpkin kits because remember, Paper Pumpkin's all exclusive. But what do you do when you're all done with your kit? You've got your stamp set, you've got these dies now that you can kind of keep going and creating more projects. So what I always say to people, if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, but you see all of a sudden something somebody does with one and you're like, oh man, that's such a great one. How can I get it? You know, they really don't have extras other than the subscribers. They might have refills available, but generally not the kits. So I always suggest to people, when it comes to this, it's a 3-month window now, and you kind of like where it's going, go and look up Paper Pumpkin on Stampin' Up! When you go to Shop Products. Do Paper Pumpkin and do a prepaid 3-month Paper Pumpkin, and you'll get all 3 of these kits. And then once you've done that, you can order your die set. And you will get a mystery bag from me. If you saw, I uploaded a video on what I'm doing, mystery bags with a $50 purchase. before shipping and tax, you will get a mystery bag from me. So check out that video if you haven't seen it. It just released at 5 o'clock. So just to know. I also have a blog coming out tomorrow that gives you all the details. But I love this October, November, and December. I'm all about it. I'll probably do more than one of the October ones. And I definitely on the November one, those little fabric stockings, come on. Great, great little gifts for people at work. So that is my paper pumpkin spiel. I always say that because I was doing something with paper pumpkin and at the fun crafting thing I'd done, and then one of the gals was just like, oh my gosh, that is the most gorgeous paper pumpkin. Oh my gosh, they've got, can I still get it? And it's like, Ivy. She goes, but I don't know what they are, but they're really giving you some good ideas and details, and they are so worth it. It is a great, great product. I love them because I can take them as they are, or I can zhuzh them up and make them alternative and do all sorts of other fun things. So, speaking of that, you guys, there are 2 new kits. So I'm going to focus on 2 new kits, and then I was inspired. I'm going to share with you. Remember, I shared this card last Wednesday. It was Susan's make a card, send a card, and I was just so inspired by just that crisp white and having just a pop of the color. I just absolutely love that. Oftentimes, especially for like holiday cards, I love the white on the white, and then just some hint of color. So I was inspired by this, and I'm going to show you a technique I've been playing around with from another crafter, and I'm going to create a card inspired by Susan's card. So now this one is the, I don't want to do the ornaments kit yet. Oh my gosh, you guys, the ornaments kit. I just opened up the boxes before I came on live, and I am amazed at the ornament one. I didn't realize something about it. So this is the Card Keeper kit. Here you go. Here's the package. Ooh, that's pretty colored. Ooh, look at that. And then you have a box that you put together. Now, I'm not sure that I want to try to put my box together. So I'm just going to set that aside because I'm going to go ahead and open this so we can check it out. Really? All right. Have any of you gotten? Aw. Losing connections. I'm so sorry. Hey, Bee. Hey, Linda. Teresa, did I get your card? Did you get my card? I don't think I've gotten it yet, Teresa. If I did already, I may have, if I did it and I got it, last week, I would have shared it already. I think maybe I did, and I shared it last week. I can't remember. Teresa, I'll have to go back and see. When I get my cards, I don't mark down who I've gotten them from because that doesn't matter to me. Now, let's check out just the cards in your Card Keeper. Now, your cards in your Card Keeper are a Just Because and Best Wishes. But look at the base of this card. Wowzers. I love these colors. Aren't those colors great? Wow. And then we have our labels. We have birthdays, love and support, miscellaneous, seasonal, special occasion, and thank you for our box. We've got some pop-out ephemera of the leaves. Here's our best wishes and just because. Happy for you. Just because. Oh, there's happy birthday and thinking of you. So you can create these cards with different sentiments and occasions. Happy for you, happy birthday, thinking of you, best wishes, just because. Awesome. I thought maybe there was just the 2, and there's not. Ooh, look at that. Fun, fun. And then this one is all foreign language. More foreign language. Well, if you have those languages and you speak them, good. Obviously, they come in for several countries. So, and then these are the vellum circles. And ooh, Some gold pop-out ephemeras. I like it. So let's take a look. Easy peasy on these. You've got some of the leaf ephemera, you've got the circle vellum, and your big bold sentiments. Yes, I want to do the just because one. It is so pretty. Oh, and the thinking of you is really nice. And the happy birthday and the thinking of you are very similar, which just folded horizontal or vertically. All right, so I'm going to make this beautiful one. We're going to see how quick this is. I need that. I need one of these. I want the one that has, these are so thick. Are there two of them? Nope, they're just really thick. And best wishes, or just because. What do I want to do? I'm going to do best wishes. So there's my best wishes. A vellum circle. And then all right, I'm going to go ahead and use the glue dot. I guess that goes on there like that. Because my leaf goes like that. This is going to go here. And then my best wishes. Okay. So, sorry, I'm not going to use the glue dot anymore. I'm just going to use a little bit of my tape. I'm going to kind of put that right there. And then the just because is going to get the dimensionals with the dimensionals that are included in the kit. But then I'm going to grab my minis because I want to put them here too. There we go. I think, nah, you'd probably have to cut one of the big ones in half, right? Let me scroll down here. Oh, that's so very nice, Brenda. And then this is going to go here and cover up the dot that's on that greenery. And there we have the best wishes card. Now, you know what I'm going to say. I would cut this off. I'd cut it down a little bit. I would then put it on another base. I might even take this and make it like, you know what? You want me to do that right now, you guys? I'm going to do it. I am going to take this. I am going to take this and put it to 4 because it is going to be a layer by 5 1/4. And then I am going to take this, and this is going to go to 2 little things past or before 4, and then this right here, 1 more little thing, sorry, and then we're going to take just a little bit off, 5 1/4, and then we're going to go this way because I want to keep things kind of balanced to 5. So the first layer on a card base is 4 by 5 1/4, okay? And then a second layer is 3 3/4 by 5. Now when I put this on here, I get just a nice little green layer around. See that? Look how good that is, you guys, right? So then I'm gonna get a white, do I have a white card base? Well, not from here, right? Let me grab a white cardstock real quick, just real quick. I wasn't planning on it, but you know, sometimes you just got to. Ooh, shimmery white. I don't want that. Shimmery white's going to be used in the Double Wonder One Sheet Wonder class. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score first at 4 1/4. Oop, still shimmery white in my hand by 5 1/2. Well, that's okay. We're going to have a shimmery white card base. It's what I grabbed. It's what I'm sticking with. All right. So now we'll fold that in half. We'll come over, put this down. There we go. And then we'll put this down. I haven't wasted anything on that card. I just added my own piece of cardstock to give the card a little bit more depth and dimension. Looky there. Then you guys, I do have some of these embellishments out because I'm gonna use them on my inspiration card of Susan's. Oh, thank you. Yep, my second 10 years. I'm going to put one in the center there. These are really pretty. They have, oops, kind of want that in the center of the flower. Oh, well. They have, and I know you can't see it, but there's like these zigzags of like gold going through it. Well, there we are, you guys. Look at that. We just zhuzhed up that card. Best wishes, and then you might have a different stamp set where you can add a little something. But I love having those vellum layers. I think those are great. All right, what do you think? What do you think? Now, the card envelope that would go with this one is the yellow one. These are nice envelopes. Look at the design that's on them. Fun. And then that would go with this one. And there we go. We've got our beautiful card with envelope. So let's set that one aside. Let's go ahead and grab the card box. Ooh. Wow. That cellophane's pretty strong, or plastic, or whatever this is. Now, this isn't going to be hard to put together, I hope. Right? How do you put this together? I don't know. It has instructions. Yes, yes. Let's see. Card box. Uh-huh. Card box. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Ooh, you guys, look at this lid. Wow. Look how pretty that is with the foil. Can you see the foil? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is the box inside. I just don't know how to get it out. What's going on? What's going on? Wait, how do we get this out? Here we go. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's already turning into a box. It's already turning into a box. It's telling me something about adhesive. This is one of those ones, aha! This is one of those ones, you guys, that I need like a tutorial, right? I need a tutorial, but look at, we've got our tape that we're gonna bring up. 3M tape. I shouldn't have done this with you guys. Hey, you know, now when you get your own, you'll know what you're doing, right? Isn't that it? Does anybody have this yet? You tend to like the remakes better. All right, so then, oh my gosh. Okay, so now that I do that, what do I do next? And then they just say the boxes together. Okay, I get it, you guys. I'm getting it. Okay. So I'm going to bring this one in. And this is going to come right here. And I'm going to press it just like so. Then I'm going to come in and open this one and press it. Oh my gosh. It's much easier than you think. Then I'm going to come here. I'm going to lift this one up. And it's going to press against the side there. Okay. Make sure I'm pressing everything really well. I've got my bone folder here. Let me use it. Press that together really good. All the way around all the sides. There's our box. And the box is also printed in that beautiful foil leaves. It is gorgeous. Then our pages that separate our go right inside, just like so. You can put your labels on and then put your cards in and fill up your spaces. Then you put your lid on the top. Go on, thank you. Beautiful box. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is pretty. I did not know it was all gold foil. Oh, I am a boy, only girl, auntie, and wants to make a video. Call WhatsApp number. Okay, that's a little strange. Okay. Now, from that, hold on, I need a drink. You guys like ginger ale? I love me some ginger ale. It is so good. Okay, now from that card, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the, oh, let me set this card aside because somebody's going to get that tonight. I'm going to put the vellum back up, and then I'm going to grab one of these bases. And this, I believe we need this. So let's take one out. Where are the instructions again? Because I think I'm going to need more than, oh, spam. Okay. Hide. Let's hide it. There we go. Ugh, gross. Whatever that was. All right, so I need 2 of those open gold leaves, 1 of those, this card base, and I can use any of these sentiments. Thinking of you just because, happy birthday. All right, which sentiment do you want? Best wishes, happy for you, happy birthday, just because, or thinking of you, because somebody's going to get this card as well when I do my little numbers to see who's going to win. So you let me know. So I know I needed 1 of those. We'll put the other cards away. We know that I need 2 of these. And then, let's putting all these away. And then this will be the envelope for this card, that beautiful blue. What color is it? Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Avon, Pool Party. Yes, I knew that was Flirty Flamingo on the flower base, but I didn't know that for the other one. All right, for my tags, my tabs on the things. Thinking of you, best wishes, thinking of you. All right, we'll do thinking of you. And you guys know exactly where I'm going to go because I happen to have a another white, right? So 4 by 5 1/4. Then this one's going to be 3 3/4 by 5. Ooh, I can put a strip on the inside of the card too. So the card across is going to be 4 1/4 because it's a, is it a vertical card or a horizontal card? I think I'm going to do the horizontal card since the other one is vertical. There we go. And then let's just get this out right here. There. Now I have a strip for the inside of the card. And that's cute too. Okay. Now easy peasy, just like we did before, I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the pretty blue. It's a 1/4 inch smaller, so it's a layer. There we go. Then I'm going to grab another of the leaves so we can have a full leafy card. All right. So we're going to have a little bit of this or that. We're going to have a little of this and that. What happened? Oh, sorry. A little of this and that, and then we're going to do the thinking of you, right? Yeah, I know. The colored envelopes are great, aren't they? Stampin' Up! Often has, in their paper pumpkin kits as well as their kits, the envelopes are always not just white. They may be white with a beautiful designer insert of designer paper or things like that. So now with this going here, this is going to determine. So I am going to actually do this part first. Where's that little thing of dimensionals? Here it is. Now I'm not going to put tons of dimensionals because I want my leaves and things to be able to tuck under. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this right in the center of the card. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to lift off the little adhesive. I'm going to put it on the back of that. Get the little top paper off. Same thing here. You can see why I sometimes these little mini glues. One way to do it is if you could get the paper off with it on the sheet, then you can put your image to it. But sometimes these little tops just don't like to come off. Now these here, I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to go ahead and try to get the... No, still wants to just bring the whole thing. Fine. There we go. I want to do one more on this one. There we go. Those are working out pretty easy. These little mini glue dots will come with me when I go to some crafting events, because they're you know, compact and they're easy to use. And so see how I was able to just slip them right up under there? I can do the same thing here with these and just press them down. Just needs that one little glue dot. Do a little tucking. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? All right, now where is that other white that I did? That I cut? Where did I put it, you guys? Oh, I slipped it right back in the package. There we go. So we'll put that back in there. We'll go ahead and get this. Look at that prettiness. Oh, that looks so good. Put that back. And now, of course, our base is shimmery white, and shimmery white is a little more on the ivory side than basic white. So there we have that. Now let's get our gems because that was fun the first time. And see, I don't want to go with this color here because these are pecan pie. These are pecan pie, which is a little bit more kind of on a bronzy side of color. So, but of the clear ones here, you can really see that that zigzag of gold going through it. There we are. Let's see. So there we are, thinking of you. Now, I'll get that strip, and I ended up, you guys, I was gonna go this way with it, remember? Do you remember I said I was gonna go horizontal because the other card went vertical, and look what I did. I went ahead and did it vertical anyway. I have a short attention span, don't I? I guess so. So this one's a little bit short for the inside. It's 3 3/4, but just center it and it's still fun. So there we are, thinking of you. Well, you know, it's interesting on these two cards because they're both kind of soft colors, a little bit more bold over here, but it's not like the bold brights. So they're both beautiful. Do you have a preference? Of course, I'm going to go with this one just because, hello. I love those flirty flamingo flowers so much. So pretty. So yeah, so there we go. Let's go ahead and see who's going to get these cards before I go on to my inspiration card. Yeah, you guys, we put a box together. We did 2 of the cards that you can now put into the box, right? Stampin' Up! Just makes it so easy and beautiful with these things, right? Oh, let me get my book and my pen because I need to add who else came in that I missed. Oh, B and Linda. B is Bunny watching 2. I got everybody else, I think, here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it really is an awesome kit. There are... It says, contains supplies for 1 project. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that is a printing error. Number 5, Veronica. All right, Veronica, do you want best wishes or thinking of you? You had said best wishes, didn't you? And then 2 other people said thinking of you. So which would you like, Veronica? Probably best wishes, I bet. And I'll pick another person, and then you'll get the other one. Don't have a 22. Someday. 8. Lori. Lori, number 8. I'm going to let Veronica choose which one. Veronica, are you still there? Best wishes or thinking of you? I think maybe not. Lori, which would you like to have? Darn, I wish I didn't mail your paper share. I could have put on. Yes, best wishes. Okay, so Veronica gets best wishes, Lori, and you get thinking of you. Both are just beautiful. Let me just write that down. Both are beautiful, and thinking of you is Lori. Okay, you guys. So I was on YouTube, and one of the general wonderful paper crafters that I watch, I can't think of her name right now. She's not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or anything, but she just does all sorts of different kind of techniques. She just plays around with techniques, and she was doing this technique with leaves. And it was pretty cool. I thought, oh, wow, that's really cool. I like it with the leaves. I mean, just, you know, you guys know. Leaves. Oh, beautiful. And so I'm going to show you an inspiration, but I have to show you first the ornaments kit before I do that, because you guys, this ornament kit, wait till I open it up. Okay, I was not anticipating this at all. Here we are. This ornament kit has these beautiful, you know what, you don't like to tie bows? You don't have to. Look at this. Beautiful cherry cobbler bows. You get berries and pine cones. Look at this. Berries and pine cones. And they have loops to make it even that much easier. Okay. And then look at the size of the gold rings. Look at how big those are. Beautiful cording here. Then you've got the big, beautiful leaves. And this is what the ornaments look like. So you've got your gold that's going to hang from the tree hanger. You've got your cherry cobbler already made bow. There's going to be circle designer series paper. There are the leaves and then the little pine boughs. They're all die cut. And then you put your little ornamenty thing together. I mean, oh my goodness. I can't believe how big it is. I don't know why. I just didn't realize it was going to be so big. Oh my goodness. There's different sizes. I didn't know that either. Look at, I just ordered it the day it came out. You know, that's what I do. So there's the gold cording. I love that. And here we go. So we have 3 small ones. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big ones. There we go. All right. We know we have all our little pine goodies here. We've got red cherry cobbler little balls there. Then here we have our leaves. Let's just see. I'm not going to put an ornament together, you guys. I'm a little too intimidated about it right now. To just do it here with you. But here are some circles and leaves. Here are dimensionals. Love it. More of the dots. Here's the plaid. I kind of catch on to what's going on here. Here is, oh, banner. Plaid banners. Love it. Oh, here's little circles. Here's little leaves and other things. Lots of these. Those are gorgeous. Oh, I know who would love this is Susan. She loves oh my gosh, what color is this? Pretty Peacock. A lot. Now let's take a look at the things. Okay. So here we go. There's the 2 and 3 little ones, and there's the 6 big ones. Okay. Well, I see. Not too difficult. Ooh. I do kind of see a little difficult. You have to tie. You've got it. That's what it is. You've got to tie your gold ribbon up. You have to tie it at the bottom, then to go up at the top, because this is what's going to hold your designer paper on to then add all of your other things. And they have a hot glue gun in the picture because they want you to use a hot glue gun. They're giving you two of the double the designer circles because you put it on top of it, so it's a two-sided ornament. Of course, a two-sided ornament. Awesome. Oh, I see here on the big one, there's a banner going through it. Right there. Can you see that? I was wondering where the banners went, just to fill in more on the large ones. Well, there we go. Well, I don't have my hot gun heated up, so we can just skip on by that. Yes, you see gift tag ornaments in your future. Yes, Veronica. This would be really good for gift bags. I think so too. So that is going to be really fun to put that together. I love it. I do love project kits, especially, I mean, these are substantial. It's a substantial ring. It has some weight to it too. So that's definitely a tree hanger. I think the little ones could be great for a gift bag or something, but I don't think the big ones, I think they're way too big. But there you go, you guys. That is that ornament kit. And like I said, I had no idea it was going to be that big. But I like it. It is cool. Very cool. All right. All right. Now on to this project that I was inspired by Susan. Hold on a second. Now, I loved this card in the sense of, again, just that white with the pop of color. I love this little border she had right here. And then she had that strip right there. Okay. So this was my inspiration. I loved this card. I loved it. So I pulled out the Elegant Border dies. This is the Elegant Border dies. I'm going to tell you something about these dies. This one does not cut out like this one here. It will go on the edge of your paper, but it stays the size it is, and then it all cuts things out. So it doesn't cut it back. This one does, and this one does. This one, of course, will do that arc for you. When you do these, you really want to run them back and forth a few times because they're so intricate to get it out. I use this one right here, just so you know. So I have my thick basic white base, and there is my die cut. I wanted it to come back like Susan's card here, so that is mine that I did. Now I also have a Daffodil Delight piece that I cut just about the same size as the inside, which is the 5.5 by 4 1/4. I just went a slight bit less so it could close easily. I wanted the whole inside to be that color and not just a strip. And then I'm going to mimic the outside by putting just a small white on the inside, okay? All right, now here comes our technique. And I do have a layered piece that I'm going to be using, kind of like Susan did on her card. So I'm going to go ahead. I need to put on some gloves. I'm sorry. This is going to be a little messy. Well, that glove certainly isn't going to work. Look at that. What in the world? You know what? These are so old. Oh my God, these are so old and crusty. They're disintegrating. Okay, we're not using these. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh. I thought these were something I just bought because I did just buy some gloves. Nope. Those are old ones. Look at that. Ew. Gross, gross, gross. Well, that's okay. My hands are just going to get messy then. I've got wipes. Okay, so I have some re-inkers, and you guys need to know that re-inkers are really powerful. let me first just show you some butterflies. Because Susan used butterflies, I happen to have a whole bunch of butterflies cut out, okay? Die cut out from past classes, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I had some different size butterflies, okay? And let me show you what I have. Here is a butterfly. Here is a butterfly. Now here is a butterfly. And here is a butterfly. Now these were done with a technique that is similar to what one of my paper crafting YouTube friends was doing with fall leaves, okay? Aren't they pretty? They started out white, and then I did some coloring on them, and then I did some embossing on them. Okay, so several steps. So let me show you how I did that, okay? I have some plastic here, and I've got some reinkers. Now remember, reinkers are gonna go a long, long way, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, and this is some Daffodil Delight. I have some Sweet Sorbet. And then I used, which one did I use? I used Balmy Blue, but I think I wanted to have something a little lighter, I think. So I'm gonna put some Pool Party right here. But see, Pool Party's awfully green. So then I also had Coastal Cabana, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and put still another little bit of the Balmy Blue down. Now, again, just so you know, it is really, really rich in color when you use, I know they look metal. Yeah, and I just happen to have a whole bunch of die cut out butterflies in a baggie, right? Thinking about what I could do with them, and Susan's card just kept calling to me. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna spread it around a little bit, okay? Just because it takes out those blobs of color, all right? So it just spreads it out just a little bit. So you definitely want wipes and things when you're doing this. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a butterfly and I'm simply going to run it and wipe it along the color. See how I'm getting those colors? I'm even gonna come in here with the green. You can press as hard as you want. I like to leave a little bit of that white, but this is what this one's looking like right now. Now when you do that, your antennas, now it looks a little tie-dye to me, a little bit, just a little too weird with so much white, so I'm gonna come back in and get some more red, some of that Sweet Sorbet over here. I'd like to have a little bit more yellow popping out too, so I'm gonna come with it and I'm gonna just kind of come up here, press it into there, and pull it up, and then see how I got that yellow there too? Look how pretty that is. Let me go ahead and show you that against the white so you can really see it. Isn't that pretty? I just love all those colors. And I think my Balmy Blue looks really good, you know, when you kind of use that block to kind of smear it out so it's not so thick, right? So there you go. So there's that one. I'll do it again. What I'd like to do though is I'd like to come in here with the red and kind of spread it around a little bit more. You know, the butterflies are delicate and I don't want to do too much. All right, so then I'm going to just come in, just press down. That one's really got the red almost all over the whole thing. I'm going to come in then with the blue. Every butterfly will be totally different, and I need a little yellow. And there we go. Let's take a look at it on the white. There's that one. So look at the two together and look how totally different they look. Now that is not something that a blending brush is going to be able to give you, right? Isn't that just beautiful? I will link I'll link the gal's YouTube page, the paper crafter who inspired me with her leaves, so you can see what she did with her leaves. And then you can check out all of her other paper crafting things. She does some great techniques. So there we go. Beautiful, huh? Okay. So then let's take a look at what I did. Oh, hold on a minute. Wait, you guys, there's so much still there. Let me do this last little butterfly I have. We're going to make this butterfly have some green. It's going to have some blue. Oop, we can get some yellow right in there. And it's going to come and get some yellow right there. And right there. And right there. Sometimes it doesn't pick it up and you're like, why are you not picking it up? There we go. And there's my last little butterfly. It's much more on the blues and greens and yellows. So you can use any combination of those little re-inkers and really get a different color palette. That one's completely more earthy tones than that one. There's this little one that I had done, and it's very earthy tone. Okay, so now these do take some time to dry, or you can heat them with your heat tool, because for the next part that I'm going to share with you, you really want to have them dry, because you're going to be using Versamark and then embossing powder to heat set them, and the Versamark will go just completely over your butterfly, and the whole thing will be embossed. Now that's not a bad thing, but it's going to cover up what you've done. Now you can do different colors of embossing powder too. I mean, if you had some reds or greens or different things like that. Now I have my little one that I did earlier. These are actually feeling pretty dry. That's great. Well, let me bring in my thing here. And I'm just going to make sure... Where'd my tool? Oh, here it is. I'm just going to make sure that my butterflies are dry here, you guys. Just giving it a second. Hold on. I'm ahead of myself. I can tell that it's not dry just because it's so delicate. I'm just going to take a second here and dry them. Just to make sure. They start to curl up from the heat. You go to the other side though and it goes back out. All right. So that one's good to go. Hello, let go. Oh, maybe not. He's stuck. There we go. This one. I like the color of this one. The color of this one came out really nice. Such soft blues and yellows and greens. Kind of like in the middle of the meadow. All right. Okay. So now what we're going to do is taking one, I'm going to use this one just because it's a little bigger and you'll be able to see it better. And I have my Versamark pad. I just want to decide where is my embossing going to go. And I'm going to have it go on the edges of each wing. Oops. Maybe a little more than on each wing. So I'm just kind of dragging the butterfly on the Versamark pad. And then I have my silver. And I'm going to go ahead and pour the silver, which I need to get new embossing basics because my silver is just about gone. And then I'm going to go ahead and lift it up. Come here, little butterfly. I'm going to kind of tap off the excess. Get my little tool here. So if you do not have the embossing kit, it's a great thing to have. You might have other tweezers, that's great too. So, but anyway, All right, so then I'm just gonna emboss. And there is that beautiful butterfly. I'll put it on the white with those beautiful colors, the blue and the red, Sweet Sorbet and the Daffodil Delight. And then you've got these silver tipped wings. Here, I'm going to turn my light down just a little bit. It seems pretty harsh. Hold on. That might be a little bit better for you. But there's those beautiful tipped wings. Love it. That is great. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this one too, real quick. Won't take long. This one here, I'm going to go and take and have the middle of the butterfly. So I'm going to kind of bend the wings back. And I want to just hit the Versamark with the center of the butterfly. Okay, gonna set it down and pour my rest of my silver down in there and pick them up. And then I'll go ahead and emboss that. There we go. For this one, I just have the silver in the center, but I see I'd like it to come out a little bit more, so that's no problem. I can just go ahead and bend it back and just go ahead and dip it and press a little bit more on this side. I could press a little bit more here if I want it to come out even a little more. And then go ahead and scoop in my hold on a second. Let me grab a little, I'll just use this. Just pick up some of the embossing powder and there we go. And then see about getting a little more. So it's always okay to emboss over. Ooh, hold on. It's always okay to emboss over something you've embossed. You can do that all the time to get thicker and thicker and thicker embossing simply by reapplying the Versamark and the embossing powder and heating again. So there we go. So this butterfly's just got the silver in the center and a little bit coming down the wings. So there we are. That's it on how I got those double textures of color and embossing on those butterflies. First with the little messy reinkers, but you saw how you can dilute the color by simply putting that block over it and kind of smooching it around a little bit. That really helps dissipate that color so it's not so saturated. Put those back in and the Versamark back in. My nice little caddy I've got there. It's so good. All right, let's finish our card then. Kind of mushed up my colors here, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down this piece to my Daffodil Delight layer that I have. I don't know why I can't think of my YouTube friend there who does. That's fun. Hey, Jean, welcome. That's funny. Now I'm going to go ahead here with Susan's card, just so you can see. I just loved the way she did that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one butterfly, the larger butterfly. Oops, that one doesn't have the silver on it. I'm going to take this one, so pretty, that has the silver on it, and then the little one is going to come right above it, kind of like stacking butterflies, and then my sentiment's going to go right here, okay? I'll go ahead and I'll put this on the inside. Now remember, why to put this in, I went just slightly shorter than 4.5 because or 4 1/4, because I wanted this to be able to fold, whoa, and not be bogged down by the crease. Somebody's car's going off. It's not mine. Maybe it is. Nope. It's not. Oh, the flower power. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use a couple of the glue dots. The mini glue dots here for the butterflies. Ooh, they're right here. So I'm going to just grab one. And these are delicate butterflies, so I got to make sure I don't rip them. Especially when you dye them with color, kind of just softens them. All right, so I've got those, but what I want to do, I want to do my sentiment, because that needs to be placed. I have to get up, you guys. All I have are holiday sentiments. That's not going to work. So let's grab, ooh, I like that one, or something fancy. Oh! Had a mind of its own. All right. So let's see. The thinking of you would be great. You matter so much, with deepest sympathy. I just had to do a sympathy card. It was kind of sad. I'll do thinking of you. Thinking of you can be a positive. Thinking of you can be an empathy, anything like that, right? Wonderful thoughts. It's a great one. And the wonderful thoughts have dies that cut out the sentiments too, which is nice. All right, thinking of you. Now I am going to use black for my sentiment. Thinking of you. And then the butterfly, the larger butterfly, is going to go down first. It's going to go, that's why I'm just doing one glue dot. I'm going to let the butterfly's wings be loose. And then the other little butterfly is going to come right above it. Just like so. If you want your wings down a little more, you just go ahead and give a little liquid glue, something like that. I like them to be free. And then this is going to raise up with dimensionals. Are we into our hour? Oh my goodness, it's 7:09. I'm sorry, you guys. We are into our, I was having so much fun. I didn't even look at the time. So, this particular stamp, I don't think is probably a Stampin' Up! Stamp. that of Susan's card. I'm pretty sure it's not. It was just, it's a stem, and then she just did hearts on top of it. So they're just, it's just stems, and it probably had little flowers that you put on top. So there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and get our gems to put in the center of our butterfly like Susan has on hers. We want these little ones. These go really well with the silver embossing for sure. There we are. Look how pretty that is, you guys. So there's that idea about just that white and then having that something that is a pop of color, right? And then so I'm just going to have this small piece on the inside, and I'll go ahead and I'll stamp It Was Thinking of You. I'm going to put in You Can Do Amazing Things. And I'm going to send it to my daughter, you guys. I'm going to keep this one. I hope you don't mind. Actually, no, I'm going to give this one away. So you know what? I won't put that in there. I'm going to leave it blank for you because I'm going to give it away. I will just make another one because you know what? Did I show you my big butterfly? This one? I did, didn't I? Look how gorgeous that is. I'm going to use that one for the card I do for her. So I'm just going to put this inside, and then whoever gets this, you can write your own note. If it's a thinking of you, you're my best friend, or thinking of you, I'm so sorry, I hope you feel better soon, right? So there we are. There's a Susan's pretty turquoise, and then mine with those butterflies, those tie-dyed butterflies, right? As V had said, it's like the 60s flowers. Love it. Okay, who's going to get this card? And then we got to sign off, you guys. My dog's barking up there for me. All right, let me grab my thing here. And let's see, somebody came in, and Jean. Let me put you down, Jean. All right, so who's going to get this card today? Oh my goodness, if 5 or 8 come out again, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to pull a number. And it did, 5 came back out again. Don't have a 25, someday maybe. Number 3, Carol. Carol, you're going to get this beautiful Thinking of You butterfly card. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Carol. Number 3, Carol. Butterflies. Okay, you guys. So just to recap again, we had the paper pumpkin talk. I don't even know what I did with my flyer. The paper pumpkin talk. That the October, November, and December are kind of grouped together, themed together, right? So I would suggest, I'm coming back to you guys. I would suggest that you do a 3-month prepaid paper pumpkin. Make sure you get in before October 10th, but make sure if you do it in September, because then you can get a mystery bag of retired Stampin' Up! Things from me, from stamp sets to dies to cardstocks, designer paper, embellishments, embossing folders, all sorts of things. And so check out my YouTube video that was posted for that, and a blog about it's coming out tomorrow. I'll also link below for this butterfly technique that I showed you. The gal that I kind of was inspired by on YouTube did it with leaves, and that's perfect timing for fall. So thanks so much, you guys. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I certainly enjoyed you being here. I love getting together with you guys. Invite your friends. Get some other people to join us too. It'd be great fun to get to know some other people. And Char, I hope Char is just doing so well from her heart surgeries. And if anybody else needs prayers, just let me know and we'll get those prayers going for you. And so that's it, you guys. Until next time, happy Stampin'!